My name is Optical. If you like this video, can I subscribe to the channel and let's move. It's a very simple package with the keyboard and mouse showing on top of it. You have the logo of Meetion over here, and then you have the C4000 showing over here. You can find Meetion in US, in UK, and in Canada, but this is specifically meant for users in the US. So when you purchase it, you can see that they give you an indication of exactly where this is coming from. And also at the back, you can see the design layout of the keyboard. For the box here, so the first thing you're greeted with the usual manual, which is quite big over here. And the usual manual shows you exactly everything that you need. It shows you the diagrammatic representation of the keyboard with all the designs and layouts, specifying all the buttons that you can use over here and how to use this keyboard fully in the right context and function. You have the keyboard, the mouse, USB-C cord that you can use for charging this kind of keyboard. I received this product from Meetion. There was no money change in hands, and this is an independent review of what I think about it. Initially, they wanted to send a different kind of keyboard, but I specifically told them that I am a fan of deeper, brilliant, nice colors in terms of when it comes to keyboard. And the fact that this keyboard does not have a backlight, I decided to go for something that would give me an illumination of whatever that I wanted to do. So this is literally something that I really like. So now let's look at the build and the design. I really like the design of this keyboard. For me, I like the accented colors that punctuate this keyboard. So you have pastel blue over here, which is really beautiful. You have the white keys, and then you go to the most colorful aspect, which is the orange accented colors that you have over here. If you look at the mouse over here, you have the orange accented color, you have the blue design over here, and then you also have the size, which is being white. So the build quality feels really great over here. The keyboard is very steady, and you can see that at the back you have this kind of design over here, which helps you to raise up the keyboard in a way that makes it quite ergonomic to use. Ergonomically, you can also see from the button also here, over here, it has this kind of rubber pattern at the back over here, which puts this keyboard in a position where when you put it down, it will not move or it will not do anything. The keycaps have a tactile feeling to it. It feels like a mechanical keyboard, though it's not a mechanical keyboard, but it has this kind of sound experience that gives you a mechanical keyboard experience. It has the keystrokes are just really satisfying to use. The mouse is compact, it fits into the palm very well. It rests over nicely over here. At the side of the mouse, you have this kind of two buttons over here. This is for the forward and this for the backward. You have also lights over here that indicates the amount of power that you have over here. It has a USB-C charging port over here that you can easily charge and have a lot of battery power in it. Retro style design with the orange accented and cream and blue layout that you have over here, which is quite beautiful. The dimensions of the keyboard itself is 15 by 7 by 1.6 inches. So it is a bit bigger and larger and wide because you have the numpad, you have the functional keys over here. You also have the other functionalities, the Windows command over here. You have the Mac command over here. Top of it, at the right hand side top corner, you can find that you have the on and off button that you can trigger over here. You also have, either you are using for Windows or you are using for Mac, you can just trigger it on and off over here. For me, I'm connecting it to my MacBook, and so I put it on Mac. Then you also have the Wi-Fi connection over here, and then you have Bluetooth 1, Bluetooth 2. It means that you can use it across two devices or two ecosystems. For example, you can use the keyboard functionality 1, the Bluetooth 1 for your MacBook, and then use the Bluetooth functionality 2 for your Windows. And that means that when you are switching between devices or switching across different kind of OS systems, it's going to be very smooth and transition free. Now, what I love about the design over here is that you have also kind of lights that indicates if the keyboard is on, and also the fact that it indicates the amount of power that is left with this. Important and fascinating thing about this keyboard has to do with this kind of armrest over here. So most of the keyboard that I have, essentially all the keyboards that I have about extra 5 keyboards, and none of the keyboard has an armrest. So this gives it a little bit of different kind of feeling when we are using it to type and all that. The armrest over here is also a storage, so you can easily open it up like this, and then you get exposed to so much storage over here. You see, when you have a desk setup, normally you have a lot of accessories, you have a lot of smaller bits and pieces of things that you put on your desk. So for example, you can have like pen, pencil, you can also have like eraser, you can have like a small piece of things or items that you can use. So for example, I have this kind of earrings over here, so I can easily store them in this kind of case over here. And also, if you have other things that you want to store when it comes to your desk setup, so for example, I can easily take this pen over here and put it inside this. And the interesting thing that comes with this is that this thing over here is magnetic connection, so you just place on it like this, and magnetically it attaches to this kind of keyboard over here. And you have your accessories or things that you place inside this. The mouse also is over here. It's just very simple. That's a dimension of 4 by 3 by 1.6 inches. Battery capacity, it has 500 mAh for the keyboard and 700 mAh for the mouse. So what it means is that you're going to have about 120 hours of battery life for the mouse and 200 hours of battery life for the keyboard. It also has an auto sleep functionality, which means that if I'm not using the keyboard within about 20 minutes, it's going to go automatically to a sleep mode that is going to give it an inactive mode, and that will be for preserving battery life and having long sessions with it. The mouse also, when you put it on, you can see that it has RGB functionality over here, which means that you have this kind of light that glows and blooms and all that. That's quite really beautiful. I use this keyboard primarily for my projects, for typing, for schoolwork, for research and all that. This has remained the very keyboard that is really on my desk setup, pairing with my MacBook and using it with my Samsung ultra-wide monitor. This keyboard gives me a lot of precision and working, and it's very similar as a multitasking and all that, writing, typing on it. You find very little or no mistakes with this because the precisions are just great for this kind of keyboard. The price is really incredible, especially for what we are getting out of this. You're getting roughly around $50, and that is just really impactful and great keyboard that has all the keys and sounds tactile, gives you rich feedback that you're going to find with this. So what is my take on this Meetion C4000 keyboard? Now the Meetion C4000 keyboard for me, I think it's stylish. It's ergonomically one of the best that you can have for a setup. It has multi-layered of features and functionality. It has support and driver system. The keystroke, the typing experience is just really amazing. If you like this video, can you subscribe to the channel? My name is Clicky, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace out.